Hi, kindergartners. Welcome back to music class. If you did not get a chance to learn about the brass family with us last week, you can go ahead and click on the button below and you will learn all about the brass family instruments. This week, I'm so excited. We are learning about the percussion family instruments. Everyone say percussion family instruments. I am excited about the percussion family instruments because I think all instruments are so special, but I was able to learn how to play all of the percussion instruments at one time, and that's why I love them so much, because they are so fun. As always, we are going to be learning the name of the different instruments. We're going to hear how they sound and see how they're played. Now, any instrument, there are 4 instruments in the percussion family, and any of these instruments are a part of the percussion family because they are hit either with your hands or with sticks, and they are the oldest musical instruments in the world. Drums and the percussion family instruments were created and played long before other instruments were created and played, which makes them also very cool. So for our percussion family, we are going to listen to different percussion instruments being played all at once together, and you'll notice that the music kind of sounds a little different from normal music. The reason for that is percussion instruments are normally played with other instruments. So the percussion family is normally played with the brass family, or the string family, or the woodwind family, because the percussion instruments keep the beat and they keep the rhythm. So when just percussion instruments are playing, that is not something that we hear very often. So when we listen to the percussion family playing, you'll notice that it does sound different. I wonder if we can move this over. I'm not sure why. Okay, so you will notice the percussion instruments being hit either with the hands or sticks, and we will listen and see what it looks like to have just percussion family instruments being played at once. Okay, so you might have heard different sounds, maybe some high notes, maybe some low, and you notice some people using sticks to play the different percussion instruments. That is one way percussion instruments might sound when they're being played all together. So let's start with this first instrument we have here. This is called a marching band drumline. A marching band drumline. You might have seen a marching band drumline being played at football games or in parades. They are also in orchestras. And a marching band drumline is not just one instrument, it's a group of instruments being played together. So you will see in the video, you will see three different types of drums and cymbals being played by different musicians to form the drum line. So there's going to be a snare drum, there's going to be a tenor drum, a bass drum, and cymbals, all to make up one drum line. And it is pretty cool. Drum lines are one of my favorite. Now, the language in this video is different. It's not an English language, so you might not understand what you're hearing. We might not understand what they're saying, but we're not here to listen to the language. We're here to listen to the music and see what a drum line looks like and see what a drum line sounds like, or hear what a drum line sounds like.
Our solar-powered calculator. Solo Peter Fox. Und hier sind sie mit einer großartigen Performance. Pfeifen Sie sich das mal ein.
And 3 different types of drums, all playing together for the drum line. These are bass drums, tenor drums, and right here in the front are snare drums. You can see they're using their stick, and they all make different noises. That is a marching band drum line. There's 4 different instruments in a marching band drum line, and they are all percussion instruments. Now, a marching band drum line, a lot of times they compete against each other, so they have to be really creative with the sounds that they make and with the movements that they make, which is why we got to see them being so creative in that video right there. Our next set of percussion family instruments is called the timpani. The timpani is a group of really big, heavy drums. There doesn't just have to be 3, there might be 5. They all make a little bit of a different noise, and you can control that noise with your sticks. And do you see there are pedals down here? You can press the pedals to control the noise that you make with the timpani as well. These are played a lot in orchestras. They are also called kettle drums. So we have timpani or kettle drums. And the girl we're going to watch here is playing the timpanis. She's playing 5 timpanis by herself. And what's really cool is you can see, if you're paying attention, you can see her foot moving. So you know she's pressing on the pedal to make the different noises with her timpani drums. Let's see what she can do, and let's hear what it sounds like. Pressing her foot down. That is how a group of timpani drums sound. You see they're played with your sticks and with the pedals. Each drum makes a different sound, which is why you hit each different drum when you need to. And you might have noticed some string instruments being played in the background because, like I said, most of the time percussion instruments are played with other instruments. They're played in a group with different instruments. Now, this percussion instrument is something lots of you might notice or recognize. This is called a drum set or a drum kit. And with the drum line, we had a group of musicians playing different drums and cymbals. But with the drum set, we will have a group of drums and a group of cymbals, but only one person playing all of them. Drum sets can be very big with lots of drums and lots of cymbals, or they can be very small with just a couple of drums and a couple of cymbals. There are 2 instruments in the drum set that you will use your foot to play. So this big old bass drum right here, there is a pedal that you use your foot to play it. And this cymbal right here is called a hi-hat. Everyone say hi-hat. And that cymbal is played with your other foot. You can also hit this with your sticks. The rest of these drums and cymbals are usually hit with different sticks to make the noise. Again, a drum set is normally played with other instruments, but we're going to watch this girl playing the drum set just by herself with no other instruments, so we get to really hear how the drum set sounds when one person is playing all the different drums and cymbals. Don't forget that while you see her hands moving, her feet are also moving to play the different drums and cymbals. Let's get me out of the way so we can watch and listen to the drum set being played. Her foot playing the bass drum. Okay, so there's a lot going on with the drum set because you have all different instruments surrounding you that you will have to play all at once to make the right sounds, to keep the beat, and to keep the rhythm. And it takes a lot of practice, but it can be very fun. Okay, our last percussion instrument is the marimba. The marimba, all of these little bars here are wooden bars that are played with rubber sticks. And if you go take a rubber stick and you go hit some wood, it probably doesn't sound very loud. It probably doesn't have a lot of sound. So that's why we have these pipes underneath the marimba to make the sound louder so that everyone can hear the sounds that you're making with the marimba. The marimba is actually a lot like a piano. It has the different keys, but you play it with your sticks, and so it is a part of the percussion family. For our video, you're going to hear a Harry Potter song. This is actually the song that I got to learn on the marimba. So if you ever get to learn the marimba, maybe you'll learn the Harry Potter song. And you're going to see one guy playing different marimbas, hearing the different sounds that it makes, and it's all going to sound like the Harry Potter song. The marimba plays very high notes, and it doesn't sound like the other percussion instruments because it's got the wood and the pipes instead of just being like a drum. Okay, so let's listen to what that sounds like, see what it sounds, what it's played, how it's played. And we're going to start. I'm going to forward us a bit. Hitting all of those wooden bars with his rubber sticks to make this sound. Okay, so with the marimba, you can play the Harry Potter song and lots of other songs with those different noises using those sticks. The marimba can be played on its own and it will sound more like a song, whereas the other percussion family instruments usually want to be played with other instruments, like the string family instruments or the brass family instruments. So just like that, we have learned all about the percussion family, one of my favorite family of instruments. I hope you found all of these instruments very interesting. Maybe you'll get a chance to play one of them someday. Next week, we are going to be learning about our final family of instruments in an orchestra, and that is the keyboard family. So we're going to learn about that, and then we're going to wrap up music class for the year. You guys have been learning so much. I'm so proud of you guys. Good job. I will see you next week for more music class. Bye, friends.